from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to meet. It's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Seattle Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the...
Tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach a quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be out. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Paulson. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
If a team is truly unstoppable, and here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Retaining the football defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their off. A lost opportunity.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's it. Someone's put some time in working the
ball through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries or 2.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that's what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say, because history would tell a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. Smith and Jigba in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team, and about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards. First and goal from just inside the 5. Dobbins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down. Yards on that one. Second and goal now. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that after the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Are the CDD playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second.
But even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is going to be stopped. 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Paulson checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th.
Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a run with Hubbard. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1. And some of the defensive guys going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation.
All spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for the Minnesota offense, about ready to get this next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jay Tibbett sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Gets around him. The Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not...
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
The result only bring up second down. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man
At the 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And finding room to... From the 2 now, second and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure.
Tried to take a shot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Hey, we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
He's got Smith and Jigba.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
We'll continue this midseason contest.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, some strong running.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run. And they'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. A little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Chase Claypool. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to it. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On first down, Paulson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with...
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 5 times. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough. On the draw, here's Mitchell. Shedding through the defense. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Now that was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down, Paulson. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like 7, and they pick up the first. They run over center with Mitchell. And not a hold, and he's got Addison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle.
Creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it. Attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. This offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on, almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 40. First down. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Not to be. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. There. Out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And nowhere to run on the interior of that deep. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cam Akers, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you.
Up 2 scores already. Just wanted to possess the football. Keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Paulson. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'd be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks.
And Ross St. Brown.
29 yards.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to the McPherson up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will.
They get ready to head back on the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And up to the ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Paulson.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Paulson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field. Doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down.
Got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though.
So it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. So the completion good for just throw. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Three fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on. Change their luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14 to conclusion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And this carry terminated at the 8, but just not much room to operate. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee.
Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflict, you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. This will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 40 across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And it brings up second. Looking to throw. Paulson.
This one brought in 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He completes this into the...
Throwing on 1st down. Paulson. And that is it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides.